this is your vlog?
It's our vlog!
I don't want to be an irresponsible student. Can you please turn the music down?
Can you please turn down the music?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome to our Halloween Summer Party vlog number 1. I'm Tolentino.
I'm Vincent Legaspi.
And today we're gonna talk to you about consumer mathematics.
So Troy, what is consumer mathematics for you?
For me, consumer mathematics is to look for the most practical way using mathematical equations. As what we learned from our class, there are tons of solutions and ways to get to one destination to get one answer. But us, we look for the most practical and most useful answer from all of them. How about you, Vince? What do you think about mathematical consumers?
As an addition to that, I think it's the best and different ways to find solutions for our problems. That's simple.
Thank you! Back to the show. Let's jump right into it. Vince, go click it. Clicked. Alright, so let's start where we're going to discuss about consumer mathematic topics. Where I'm going to discuss simple interest, compound interest, and savings account.
Where I'll discuss time deposits, stock and bonds, and loan.
Alright.
Stock and bonds.
Oh, wait. Let's talk about simple interest. Simple interest is where the amount of interest earned is fixed over the period of time. It is one of the quickest ways to learn about how much you're gonna earn over a short period of time. It is to charge also on calculating on the interest based on loans and more.
Time deposit is an interest-bearing bank deposit account that has a certified or specified date of maturity, just like a savings account, and the funds in these accounts must be held in a fixed term, and you have to understand that the funds in these accounts must be withdrawn by giving notice only.
Second hand, compound interest. Unlike simple interest, compound interest is not only will you earn based on the money that you saved, but will you also earn based on the interest that you got from past.
Okay, for stocks and bonds, the bonds is where investors go to trade, buy and sell debt securities, prominently bonds. And stocks is where investors go to trade, buy and sell equity securities like common stocks and derivatives.
To know how your money is going to be safe, where it's going to be kept, and how you're going to earn. This is called savings account. In saving account, it's not only where you're going to put your money so it can be safe, so it can be kept, and which bank it's going to be earned, but also to increase your interest and cash over a long period of time, even when it's just placed there. In savings account, it's also a plus because not only are you going to keep it somewhere safe, but also an increase in your interest for you.
So loans are secured by collateral, which is property. This means that security interest will secure a granted repayment of the loan. Loan collateral may include business loans, stocks, bonds, etc.
Alright, let's resume this vlog. Come on, Vince. Alright, Vince, I have a question for you. How do you propose to manage your own personal finances?
Okay, so I'll manage my money through savings and stocks and bonds. Why? Because for savings, I want to have some money on the side for emergency purposes, because it's always convenient and it's always crucial to have some money, you know, for food, for when you get sick. It's always important. And at the same time for stocks and bonds, because I would love to earn some money on the side while just buying some stocks and bonds, you know, being in the market. Of course, it will always depend on the market if you'll make money or not. So yeah, it's a safe choice for me by saving money and gambling my money through the market.
Exactly.
Okay, so Troy, I have a question for you. How will you manage your money and finances?
Well, Vince, for me, money management is also knowing where you are going to spend your money and where is it kept. You can't just go on every day spending on everything without knowing how much you have left and how much you're going to earn the next day. So, money management for me is about being practical and knowing where to spend your money, how you're going to spend your money, and how much money you're going to have left, not just for today, but for the future. There are 2 to 3 steps I can use, which is savings, stocks and bonds, and bank loans. But I'll quick into savings and bank loans. Savings is I can also check on my regular savings where I can put it in any bank. There are different banks that offer different kinds of items per on how I'm gonna increase. There are BDO, RCBC, Citibank, and way more banks out there. But you have to pick one on where you're gonna deposit. Oh my god. Shit, yun.
Okay, Joy, so I have a question for you. How do you manage your money and finances?
Well, for me, Vince, money management is knowing how you're gonna spend your money and where are you gonna spend your money. Because for me, money management is not only every day you're gonna spend your money on things. Because you also have to learn on how to save and where is it practical to spend your money, when is it practical, and how much you're gonna have not only at the end of the day but for the future based on the money that you get maybe per month, per week, or every day, on and how much you're gonna save. So I can use three. There is savings, loans, and bonds. But I'm gonna summarize it to savings and loans. Well, for savings, there are different kind of banks that offer different kind of prices on how much you're gonna earn per annum. There's Citibank, RCBC, Metro Bank, and so much more banks on where you can keep your money safe while also earning an amount of money every day and every month, even if it's a short period of time. Where loans is maybe I can invest in something later on, but having to borrow money first and paying them later on, which can also help me earn at this time while paying maybe a fixed amount over a period of time to start my business or anything at that moment for it to grow later on. These are my money management on not only first again not only on how you spend things but also on how you earn it.
Okay. Okay. So Troy, I have a question for you. How do you see yourself as your own finance manager after graduation from college?
Well, after graduating of college, we are there now. It's basically survival of the fittest, where we have to look for a job for us now. It is our independent life now, where yes, our parents can help us along the way, but we are now adults graduating from all our studies, which are for now we have to look for a job. So based on my financial management and how I'm going to do this, now I know that I can get a starting job and maybe my payment isn't as high now, but what I can do is always maybe spend on things that are right now practical and only needs for myself. Because maybe wants aren't there for me yet because I'm starting from a low ground since I'm just a fresh graduate. So what I'm gonna do is maybe for every month or week I can save at least 200 to 300 pesos based by only buying what is practical, and maybe at the end of the year on what I need and what I really want I can get loans and pay them back per annum or per month at a fixed price to reach that goal. Or maybe I can put it in savings as my money increases. Even if it's by little, all I know is that my money is kept safe and it increases every day. How about for you, Vince? How do you see yourself as your own finance manager after graduating?
So my plan is just to keep it real like easy and simple. First of all, I will depend my needs on my monthly allowance or the money I get. Every week I will list the needs I need, and only once a week I will pull out money from my account or from my money that I get. Through this, I'm not only saving a lot of money, but I'm getting all the necessities I need for the whole week. And through this, I know that I will save a lot of money, and I won't notice it, but after a few months, after a few years, I will have a lot of money in my savings, and that's it.
Third of all, Vince, in which way of investing do you see yourself doing in the next 3 to 5 years?
Okay, so personally, I like gambling, and for me, stocks and bonds. It's like gambling. The market is like a gambling. You don't know which will go up, which will go down, and you just have to choose properly, and you have to know which ones are the right market to invest in. And for me, I will do a careful evaluation, careful estimation of and see the markets. I have to observe and
Keep track.
yeah, I'll keep track of the markets, but I won't put all my money into this. I will put aside some money, not a lot, not a bit, but the average, so I can maybe increase increase or gain money, and at the same time, you know, I have some, I have some in my savings account. Okay, so Troy, in which type of investment do you see yourself doing in 3 to 5 years?
I plan on investing through loans because I'm not saying that savings and stocks and bonds are bad, but in stocks and bonds there may be a risk, and in savings, you only get a small amount over a long period of time. Where in loans, you get the right amount, you get the amount of money right away, how much you need right away, right with you. But of course, there's consequences where you have to pay. But it's beneficial for me because I get to decide on how long, maybe 2 years, so I can make every month I can pay a fixed amount while agreeing that to do that, while also knowing that yes, I have money to save for myself, because if I have to pay 45,000 a month but I earn at least 50, I know that I have 5,000 to stay with me. So it's also not just beneficial, but it's also safe for me to do this.
Okay.
Lastly, for this vlog, the last question is, do you have a hard time understanding what consumer math is? Yes or no?
At the start, of course, I did, but as I got myself familiar with it, I found it really easy, and I found it like because I experienced this with my mom, with my parents, me having my own bank, and now I understand it completely, and the processes, the requirements, everything, I understand it now, and especially it's better to understand it with, you know, when you experience it yourself. How about you, Troy?
At the start, same with you, Vince, yes, because I know that I barely even got this because all I thought is about how much money I have, how much money I earn, and like, yes, I can buy all of these now, but at the same time, it got easy for me because I understood on what I really need to spend my money on, and how I can increase, and how I can get what I want right that moment, or do I have to think about the future? So right now, yes, it may hurt, and I'm really hustling to learn all these lessons, but at the same time, it's really fun, right? Because like
This.
consumer math, it teaches us on how to be independent and to, you know, really take care of our money while also having a good idea on how we can earn it more.
It's more of a real life situations,
Yeah.
compared to the other algebra, and I mean we have a little, but it's more real, like it's more out there. It's reality, so it's really fun.
Alright, so this is for our first vlog. Thank you for listening, guys. This is our Consumer Mathematics Vlog 1. So tune in next time for our next edition of our Halloween Slumber
Slumber Party.
Party.
Alright.
Alright, bye guys.